Hello, everybody, and welcome. So, today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's newest live stream called What's Up, Beezers? So, before we get into Foodie, y'all, spring is officially here. Beautiful weather outside. It's a beautiful day today where I'm at in Washington. I mean, people are outside doing yard work. The breeze is blowing really strong. I got the bedroom door and the bedroom window open and just letting that breeze just air the place out. Excuse me. Goodness gracious, I need some water. Pardon me. I just have my cup of coffee, enjoying the beautiful weather. So if you're somebody watching this react video, spring is here. Make sure to go outside, enjoy yourselves, plan some activities outside because when summer comes, it might be too hot then. So enjoy spring while it is here. For those of you that live in the warmer climates, that is. So, gonna go over some stuff on Twitter. What's Chantal up to? Well, she did a live, and I literally just woke up and had my coffee. I've heard and seen evidence that the chat was brutal, which is going to make it more fun for all of us while I react to her. I always love it when the chat is just going hard on Foodie. That's my dessert. Y'all know I've got a sweet tooth. I am here for the chat going in on Foodie. Couple of little tidbits. So Foodie confessed in the live that she thinks that bringing Sam to Kuwait is a bad idea. So this whole tactic to try to drum up views, drum up attention, drum up engagement, it was precisely that. It was a tactic just to get people talking. Although I'm sure because she's all over YouTube and Twitter, she has seen some react videos where we're all saying, look, don't believe the nonsense. Don't fall for it. Don't give her what she wants. So because that's the vibe with all the reaction channels, she's responding to that by saying, I think it's a bad idea to bring Sam to Kuwait. Oh, you think, Foodie? You think it's a bad idea? Listen, you're not getting Sam back. You shouldn't have pets, period. Not a hamster, not a dog, not a cat, nothing. If you're in a position where you can't take care of yourself, you don't want to take care of yourself, you don't need another living thing, no matter how small, depending on you, until you get your act together. So there's that. She talks about many other things in the live. We're going to go over all of it. But first, we're going to go over just some brief stuff on Twitter. There's not that much, just as a preview to what you guys are going to have to watch with me and while I react. So let's start with Twitter. There's some good stuff on Twitter. You guys know I'm always on the lookout for that. Little palate cleansers, if you will. Clean your taste buds before we get into Foodie. All right, so we're starting with Queen of WTF. She says, I will get into a recap in the morning. I am in no mood to listen to her smoking that doggone thing. So, little warning for those of you that don't like the sound of the shisha, and you know that I hate it, especially while I'm reacting. Foodie doesn't even smoke the shisha correctly. The shisha smoke is much more potent and powerful than a cigarette. I've heard that it's like smoking 100 cigarettes all at once. And if she's got breathing problems, that is the last thing she needs. but she just smokes it and smokes it and smokes it. And I am absolutely godsmacked that she has not vomited on camera, because that has the potential to make you nauseous and sick. But she just goes after it and goes after it and goes after it. Foodie, you don't need that much shisha smoke. You can smoke it, wait a little while, smoke it again. But like every 10 to 15 seconds, she's just inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Foodie, it is not the green, it is tobacco. You can't get high off tobacco. Leave the shisha alone. It's annoying. It's not a good sound to hear when people are watching your lives, especially with the frequency that you do it. So I feel you, Queen. I feel you. That shisha sound. It's like it's nails on a chalkboard. Okay, this is from Hidden Truths. This is also from the live. Foodie Beauty. She's going to do a weigh-in vlog and says she's 360. That's a full circle. Yeah, 360 is a full circle. And no, I don't believe you're 360 pounds, Foodie, because the last true weigh-in that you did, you were living with BB, and your weight was 374 pounds. And anybody who watches you from that time period and they compare it to how you look now, clearly you are not 360 pounds. If I had to take a wild guess, I would say you're well over 500. But you could prove me wrong and get on a not messed with scale. And if you're 360 pounds, I will apologize. I will say I am wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, but just looking at you then compared to how you look now, you put on at least 100 pounds, at least. And with the amount of calories that you eat per day, I've done the math. If you're consuming, I would say easily 5,000, 6,000 calories, there's 3,500 calories to 1 pound of fat. So if you're consuming enough calories to not only keep you at your current weight, but make you gain, that means you are eating well over 4,000, 5,000 calories, which means if you do the math, Foodie, and this is something to be known, you are eating the equivalent of 1 to 2 pounds of fat per day. Now let's do some further math. If you're gaining at least a pound a day, in 1 month's time, you can gain 30 pounds, if not more. So how in the world are you 360 pounds? I mean, you've been in Kuwait for 3 months. Is that correct? Your visa is almost up, and the visa runs for 3 months. So if you're gaining a pound per day and you've been there for 3 months, that means just being in Kuwait, you put on 90 pounds, almost 100. So the math is math in there. So if you went there at 360 pounds, which I doubt, and if you put on 100 pounds, that would mean you were at least 460 pounds, not 360. But again, prove me wrong, get on a scale. I will apologize. I will say I'm wrong, but you know you've gained. That's why you won't get on a scale. That's why you won't show the number. If you had lost weight, knowing your personality, you'd be the first to get on a scale, show the number, and give us the bird. Because that's how you roll. You like to do anything to buck up against the haters. You would get on a scale and go, see, haters, I've lost weight. Screw all of you. But if you're not getting on a scale, that means one thing. That means you've gained a lot. And you know it. You absolutely know it. You are wearing the biggest size of abaya that Kuwait has to offer, and it is skin tight. And it didn't used to be skin tight. One of the abayas, the gray, the silver gray one, and the black one, the block colors, that used to be loose on you. Now it's extremely tight. So again, another indicator that you've gained, and that's something that the filters cannot hide. All right, a little palette cleanser. Nature's Tailor. This is a beautiful picture. Absolutely amazing. I just want to show that to you from Abandoned Places. Okay. Ghost Crab says it's interesting to see how interest in locales is collectively dying down. Big Al can hardly get 50K even with clickbaiting her body. Chantal, several channels with hardly any engagement, has 30 sock accounts to fake support self. Natter, one comment if lucky. I've said this in another react. I'll say it again. Chantal and Amberlyn Reed, they were popular way back in the day when the mukbang trend was hot and everybody was into watching people eat. But all trends die out eventually. People lose interest in things. And if you are involved in, say, a certain category of YouTube, you have to find a way to evolve and make what you do interesting. You got to think outside the box. You have to find a way to make it refreshing and new in order to keep people watching. That's why a lot of mukbang channels, it's not just about eating fast food. They've moved on to uh, doing themes for their mukbangs, creating different foods. They rely on lots of color. Everything is colorful, everything is bright, everything looks cheerful and happy. Maybe they might try different exotic foods. I mean, you if you're involved in a certain category of YouTube and that's how you're making your money, you have to think outside the box constantly and find something that maybe other people aren't doing, or find a way to make it different to where people aren't getting bored with the content. And Foodie isn't doing that. She's relying too much on her past and the fact that she's got a 92K channel and relying on the fact that she's just been on YouTube for years. She's trying to ice skate on her past glory, but she's not understanding that the ice is very, very thin and she's about to fall through and she's doing nothing to stop it. Miss Anthropope says, caught red-handed in group this morning. Salah using the sock account to beg for money. They are broke. So here's the message. Okay, everybody knows that Chantal had her sock account called Just Another Halal Doll. And this is Salah posting under it saying, remember to like and super chat. Here's the thing, Salah. If Chantal were entertaining people, if she were truly entertaining people the way she should, you wouldn't have to remind people to like and super chat. They would just want to do it because people like and super chat people that are entertaining them. You don't have to poke at people and say, remember to give us engagement, remember to give us money. If people are pleased with the content, they'll do it on their own without provocation. If you're having to poke at people to get money and engagement out of them, then what she should do is go back to the table and say, what's wrong? What can I do to entertain people? Obviously, I'm not entertaining them enough. Obviously, I need to change up my tactics and be more of an entertainer versus more of a grifter and a scammer. And I'm focused entirely on the money and getting as much money out of people with this lazy nonsense. That's what she should be doing. But she's unmotivated. That's pretty obvious. She's unmotivated. But poking at people, trying to provoke them for engagement, for super chats, it's not how you make money. That's how you lose money because it becomes very obvious to the audience that money is all that you want, but you're not willing to give anything back. That's Chantal's problem. She doesn't want to give anything to anyone. She wants to take. She's a taker. Always has been, always will be. D. Angry Scott says, I called it. Pathetic Foodie Beauty. Remember back when you wouldn't stop saying you wish people would stop talking about the cats? Now you're desperate for people to talk about you in any way. You can rot in your tiny, smelly prison. So here's a clip from the newest live. Let's watch together.
Am I going to get Sam? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen now.
It shouldn't happen. It absolutely should not happen. And you shouldn't be talking about Sam or BBJ. They are in better places with better people. They're being well taken care of. They've gotten the veterinary visits and the grooming visits that they needed a long time ago. You want to complain about people talking about the cats. You said, I wish they would just stop talking about BBJ and Sam. But yet, when it suits you, you will bring them up if it means you can make money off of it. So other people can't talk about these things, but you can? Hypocrite. You're desperate, Chantal. Are you getting it now? Are you getting that the people are bored with this nonsense? Are you getting it that people are tired of the same old crap? Are you getting it that your scam tactics are not working? That coming on camera, doing nothing, saying nothing, the public is saying, why are we paying for this? Why are we paying for a membership? Why are we giving a view? There's tons of channels on YouTube that are 100 times more entertaining and kind. And they'll thank us for the time that we spend here and the money that we spend on them. People have choices. People can go wherever they like on YouTube. They can support any channel. But having a channel where you're constantly poking at people and trying to think of new ways to make money versus being entertaining, no. And the little attitude that you had yesterday where you were telling people that I'm not going to acknowledge you unless you send a $5 super chat or a $10 super chat. Are you joking? You're over there desperate for money, and yet you have the absolute gall to say that. The audacity of you saying that to people when you have a 99-cent tier for people, and you said, oh, I'm grateful for any tier that any of you sign up for, but yet somebody sends you a super chat. They send you money that you did not earn, and you're going to put them down because it's not enough. You should be grateful and thankful, madam, that you are still able to be on YouTube and still make money in the way that you do. You don't have to go out and get a regular job. You don't have to commit to a boss or a certain set of hours. You can determine your own schedule. And you have your audience and your viewers to thank for that. But you can't even be thankful and grateful enough to give them content worth watching. And you wonder why they're all getting bored and going to the reaction channels. The reaction channels put in the work. They come on camera. They are professional. They're sober. They pay attention to what the audience wants. They do the editing. They add the clips. They add funny clips to make people laugh. That's why the reaction channels are thriving. And that's why your channel is dying. It's circling the drain. Do you get it now? Maybe you should focus on being more entertaining and less of a grifter and a scammer and trying to find new ways to get that quick money in pocket. How about that? All right. This is from your Agistication saying, no crap, Chantal. We all knew you weren't getting Sam. You tried to pull that move because you got caught in your brand new sock account and you wanted to distract people from your stupidity. That could be true. She got busted using the Halal Doll account, posting over 700 praising comments to herself because she's desperate for engagement. Again, she would get the engagement. She would get the super chats. She would get more viewers if she just worked on herself and her channel. But she's too lazy, absolutely too lazy. She's got 3 channels. She's got the Foodie Beauty channel. She's got the Salah and Chantal channel. She's even got the ASMR channel. On top of that, let's add one more. She's got her Twitch channel. 4 channels, y'all. 4. That is a lot of work. And yet it isn't, because posting videos, it's not that laborious compared to other jobs in the world. You can easily keep up with 4 channels if you have ideas for each one of them and you just sit down and just make the video, edit the video, and post it. But she's got 4 channels that she is committed to. She made up the channel, and Chantal, I'm sure once they get to monetization status, she's going to set up a paywall and encourage the memberships. And yet, those of you paying the memberships, you don't get diddly. for committing to pay her. She expects you to pay for her, but she's not going to give anything back. So, what is the point of supporting her? If that is the attitude of, I'm going to take and you're going to give and I won't give back. I mean, do what you want on YouTube. It's your money, it's your time. But consider that there are channels, reaction channels, other channels, they put in the work. They get the reward. She doesn't put the work in, she doesn't get the reward. She would not have to beg if she put the work in. But this could all be a distraction from the fact that she's so desperate for engagement that, oh, let's distract, let's talk about Sam. Leave the cats alone. They're not with you. They're not going to be with you. Okay? Stop trying to grab at things from your past to help you in your present. Not going to work. Stop being lazy, get off your big butt and do something. P says she has nothing going on in her life, so she made this Sam thing up to have something to talk about and create drama. I don't know why I sort of believed this liar for a second. I never believed it though. Common sense and logic sat at the head of my table. We had a conversation and what they said makes sense. And I'm like, I don't believe it. Don't believe it. Because to get Sam, it's a process. Where she's at, she's thousands of miles away. Whoever has Sam, they spent the money to take care of him. Are they going to give him back? No, nobody would. And nobody fosters a pet for months and months and months and then gives it back to the owner. In no world does that happen. So I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew she was just using it to fish for extra views and memberships and money. I knew it. I knew it. Knew it all along. Hidden Truth says Salah comes in at the end and she asks if he came in to say hi. You can hear the door open. Then he asks where something is and she says it's on the bed. He would know if he lived there, it was on the bed. Right. He lives there. If you live in an apartment or a house, you know where things are. Even if there's somebody else in the house, you're going to know where something is. But let's listen to the clip anyway.
Yeah, it's 6:18. Shop online. Hi, Diana. Hey, just me. Hi, you're handsome.
Thank you, babe.
Are you coming to say hi? It's on the bed.
That's another thing. She said, are you coming to say hi? Like he's visiting. Like he doesn't live there. Because if he lived there, she would say, oh, hi, and just let it be. But coming to say hi like he does not live there. Chantal, we've been known that you live alone. We've been known about that. And then all of Salah's stuff there, his laptop, his other things, that's just, you're staging the fact that he's there. What you two have is a business arrangement. He acts as your companion. He goes with you to film content. You throw him some money, maybe a new iPhone or something, but it's not a romantic relationship. We've been known. The body language speaks volumes. He knows how to tell us that it's not a romantic relationship without saying a word. You've been there for months and the two of you have no chemistry. It's a business arrangement. Always has been, always will be. He's not feeling you. He's not attracted to you. He's not in love with you. And if you were off YouTube and you didn't get that YouTube paycheck, he would move on to the next mark. You're just a living paycheck for him. That's all it is. Okay, this is from Abandoned Places. I have to show this to you. Look, I love libraries. Y'all look at this. Y'all wonder why I am so passionate about abandoned places. This is gorgeous. I love this library. Can you imagine what the rest of the house looks like? I mean, that kind of architecture on the ceiling, you don't see that anymore. That's why I'm like, if I see an old place like this, I'm not about tearing it down. I'm about, can we save this? Can it be cleaned up? Can it still be used? Because even as rundown as that room is, it's still savable to me. You could paint it up, you could fix it up, and it would be amazing. It's already amazing. But just imagine if it were all cleaned up, how it would look. I wouldn't mind living there. Let's put it that way. Okay. So is there anything else here? Let me look real quick. There's Sam. Oh, I'm so glad I kept scrolling. This is from Helen Warlow. Look at this dress. Showstopper. Slaying without even trying. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. What I wouldn't give to wear that dress. Just once. Let me put it on. Take a picture, selfie, something. Okay. That was it. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's go on to the live. We're not going to cover all of it. I don't know how much tolerance I have today for Chantal and Shisha, but I'm going to put it to the limit. I'm going to tolerate it for as long as I can. Remember, y'all, I've heard the chat is brutal, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You're here for it too. Let's enjoy this together. Because we're all in this together. We're all going to deal with it together. All right. So there's Foodie. Wait, you know what? Let's go on to the comments first. Because the comments section is where it's at. The comments section is just as good as a live chat full of people just being brutal to Foodie. So what do the people have to say? Sparrow Wren says, so Chantal, tell me, did the whole lie about bringing Sam to Kuwait to torture him further bring you the outrage and views you were looking for? The super chats certainly aren't coming in yet, are they? No, and I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. I hope that nobody falls for this. I hope that no one sent her super chats. I hope that no one signed up for membership signups, because everybody knows, like what your parents taught you growing up. Don't reinforce bad behavior, because you know what happens when you do? The bad behavior continues. So if somebody is a grifter and a scammer, Chantal, if you reinforce bad behavior, if you give reward for bad behavior, it's going to continue. As long as she gets away with her nonsense, the nonsense will keep on. If people did not reward her bad behavior, then she would be forced to go to the table and think, what can I do? Maybe then she might be a good entertainer. She would have to realize at that point, I have to entertain people. I can't lie anymore. I can't pull the wool over their eyes. I can't rely on shock and drama to make money. I'm going to actually have to do something. It might make her into an entertainer, finally, rather than use self-harm, shock, drama content. So she's not getting super chats. Good. Let's keep that up, y'all. No super chats. Hey, not telling you what to do, but if you want to drive the point home that you're not falling for this crap, no engagement, y'all. None. Zero. No comments. No thumbs up, no thumbs down, no super chats, no membership signups, none of that. Any engagement counts, even a thumbs down counts, believe it or not. Any engagement pushes you up into the YouTube algorithm, puts you in the recommended. That's why I'm going to say, go silent. Go completely silent. That'll send a message. That's if that's what you want to do. Again, not here to tell you what to do. I'm just letting you know how YouTube works. Engagement counts here a lot. Remember what happened when Chantal turned off her comments for her community post and also her videos? She went way down in the algorithm. You search for her channel name and it was way down at the bottom of the page. And the reaction channels were pushed further up because they were getting the engagements. That's why engagement counts. That's why she made the Halal Doll account and was posting over 700 comments. Why do you think she was doing that? Engagement. She was looking for the engagement and was giving herself engagement since nobody else would. And that's why she's got the comment section on. She's looking for those. She's looking for the engagement. She wants to be in the algorithm. Best chance of her making money. Nowhere says, I've seen many people asking you to please keep those wet sharding sounds for when not live. It would be a really polite thing to do for your audience. Everybody's asked her that. A lot of people on lives that are saying, can you please not smoke so much on camera? Because it is noisy. It's distracting. It sounds gross. But Chantal doesn't care what the audience wants. She cares about what she wants. And I guess she thinks she looks cool smoking the shisha. No, Foodie, you look like an idiot because you have breathing problems. You use inhalers. The shisha is the last thing you should be doing. But when you have that moment where you smoke so much shisha that it makes you nauseous and you puke, you'll finally get it. You'll learn your lesson. You Wish says, I have one question. Why is it so difficult for you to share your actual marriage certificate if you are truly married? Because she's not married. It's a business transaction between business partners. That's all it is. Because again, if Foodie wanted to really just flip us the bird, she would do more than just show us the ring. She would say, hey, look, there's a marriage certificate right here. I'm really married, but they're not really married. No. And if they're not really married, she can't be a permanent resident, can she? That's why she's got to keep traveling. And you can't get married on a tourist visa anyway. Taylor Beam says, girl, slow down on the smoking. It is really one of the worst ways to consume tobacco out there, and you already use an inhaler. I said that. You got breathing problems. Why are you smoking the shisha? Wouldn't that make it hard to breathe? I would think so. Raven says, I know you're proud of Salah because he has his own company and it is out on the Kuwait market. But why show and talk about it if no one in the States can get it? I've been asking that question. He's on YouTube with Foodie. She has her channel. She has her beezers. Why make a Febreze spray or anything with the word beezer if the people that know what that word means can't get a hold of it? They can't buy it. They can't purchase it. It's local only. What is the point? Unless your beezers are in Kuwait locally, they can't get the product. So what is the point of having it? It's not even perfume. It's not even body spray. It's spray for fabric. It's cheap Febreze. And there's no list of ingredients. You would never be able to license it here in the States because of all the permits you got to go through. What is the point of it? I don't know. And see here. Looking. Green Gal Artist says, in one of your live streams, you mentioned smoking shisha is like smoking 100 cigarettes at a time. That's true. It is. Where you smoke one cigarette, you smoke the shisha, it's much more concentrated. It is like smoking 100 cigarettes. If that's the case, why not just smoke regular cigarettes instead? It seems like a lot less damage at once in the long run. I know you said you don't like the taste of cigarettes in this live stream, but I feel it is safer option of the two of you. I don't know if she's allowed to smoke cigarettes. I don't know about the laws and stuff over there. Maybe that's why they're smoking the shisha, but the shisha is definitely not healthy. And it looks like Chantal edited the comments. I'm sure there'd be a lot more, but she left some of those just for the engagement. So you know what? We done the comments. We did Twitter. Let's get into the live stream itself. Let's go.
You guys actually think I'm over 400 pounds? I'm not.
Yep, you are.
In kg, I'm 164 kg.
Chantal, you are over 400 pounds. You are. When you were with BB, you were nearly 400 pounds. And you went to Kuwait, round one, you gained a bunch of weight. And then you're in Kuwait again, you've gained even more weight. You are wearing the biggest abaya that can be bought locally. And it is skin tight. Your arms and the sleeves, the fabric it's cutting into your flesh. The only option you would have for a bigger abaya is to have them custom made. You've gained weight. You're over 500 pounds. And here's where I'm confused. So please help me. You're on YouTube and you're trying to get the Foodie people back. So if you're trying to get the Foodie people back, why not just say what your weight is? Why not show your weight? They would absolutely love it to know that you're bigger. If you're catering to that crowd and if gaining weight and being big is their thing, why hide it? Why are you swerving all over the road? And one minute you're catering to the Foodie people, and the next minute you're trying to say that you're smaller than what you are. Pick a lane. You're confusing everybody.
360.
No, you're not.
So yeah, I did gain a bit of weight, I guess. Maybe I was 339, 340. Fiery fish pizza.
You know, I've noticed in her past live streams, I don't know what it is about the 300s, but notice in her past live streams that when she says what her weight is, she will always say 330 or 350 or now even 360, but she won't go above that. I don't know why that is, but she just refuses to say that she's close to 400 pounds or over 400. It's always in the 300s. Maybe that is the weight that she wishes she were. And so in her head, she pretends she's that weight. Trust me, Chantal, you're not 330. You're not 350. You're not even 360. I don't know what your obsession with those numbers is, but clearly there is one because you refuse to say you've gained more weight.
Oh, they're blocked? Kelly Wade 390. Thank you, just Haldol. Halal doll. French fried fatback. That's a lie. You guys think all my scales are broken ever since I've had a scale from the beginning. Ashley,
That's because you broke a scale and then Pete exposed you for messing with the scale because he got on the scale that you used and showed that it was off by 100 pounds. So all that time you kept saying, I'm 350, I'm 330, that scale was dialed back by 70 to 100 pounds. You were a big old liar. And we knew you were a liar because when you would do the weigh-ins, you would always make sure to show across the room. We couldn't see your feet on the scale. There's also pictures floating around where you see a shadow of yourself and you're holding onto the wall. You were using all the tricks to shave off a few pounds, Chantal. And that is the guilty behavior of someone who knows that they're lying about something and they don't want to get caught.
Danny, Shadow Ash and Danny. Salad prefers me not to smoke, but I'm a very willful human being. Actually, I gotta quit because I feel my...
Yeah, I mean, you smoking the shisha like that, I'm sure it's making you lightheaded, maybe nauseous, maybe out of breath, and yet you keep smoking it. Slow down.
Gaining weight during Ramadan. Because here's the thing, when you're fasting, whenever you have an eating problem, you make up for it when you're allowed to eat. Like, okay.
No, you don't. Stop telling that lie. That's not how it works. You don't sit there and fast and then eat like a ton of food and justify it. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. See, this is her not wanting to get over her problem, y'all. Like her finding excuses and reasons and ways and doing those gymnastics on the inside of her head of, well, I went out without food for like a couple of hours. So because I did, I can really go to town on the food now just because I went without food for, say, a few hours. No, that doesn't make it better. Lack of calories for a few hours does not mean you go ham a few hours later.
So you have to fast for 14 hours, but you're allowed to eat for like what, another?
When have you ever fasted for 14 hours? When did that happen? I don't believe it.
Yeah. I can pack away a lot of food in that remaining 10 hours.
We know. We've seen it.
But yeah, the point is you're supposed to be humble. Basic. Yeah, 360. But I weighed myself at night last night. Lobster mac and cheese video, I know. I had to watch that video with Salah. I was very humiliated. Amanda, you have to be a beezer to get a ready set bees. Hey, beezer.
Oh, now I see why the chat was wilded out. Y'all seeing this? Oh, Chantal, you are hurting for money. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here reacting. I'm looking at her. I'm not looking at the chat when I should have been. Sorry about that. But I can see now why the chat was wild, because it was open chat. That's why. It wasn't just VIB chat. It was everybody's invited. It's open swim. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, y'all. I love it when she does open chat. I live for these moments. Love it. She does open chat only when she's needing money and people to sign up. Desperate much, Foodie? Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Blazer. Salah was smoking what because he care. I guess he just doesn't care as much about himself as he does me, which is nice. I feel the same way about him, you know.
He don't care about you. He cares about the paycheck. If he cared about you, he would sit down and have a talk with you off camera and say, look, you're gaining a bunch of weight. You can barely breathe. You can barely walk. You're eating all this fast food. You need help. He doesn't care. He took his hands off the steering wheel of you a long time ago. And if you crash, it's no concern to him. He has no emotional attachments to you, Foodie. That's why he's okay with you hurting yourself, because he does not care. You cannot look at this situation with Salah and say, oh, he's letting me do what I want. That means he cares so much. No, it means just the opposite. He doesn't care. He doesn't.
Just reason smoking hookah on live. Oh, is she smoking hookah? What? Who's smoking hookah? Who's copying me? Actually, it's very nice. It's not like cigarettes at all. I don't like cigarettes. She tasted like cigarettes.
Well, what you're doing is the equivalent of 100 cigarettes. So what do you mean? Tobacco is tobacco. It's just that with a cigarette, you would get less tobacco, less chemicals. You're actually getting more. I don't like cigarettes, but let me go ahead and smoke the equivalent of 100 cigarettes all at once. Make it make sense.
So, hi, Erica. It's nice to see. I can't show you my hair. How's the gym? Well, I'm going to be going in the day from now on because I'm on a day schedule now.
You aren't going anywhere. Anybody believe that? Anybody believe she's going to the gym? Because I don't. She went to the shipyard with Salah, and he did most of the filming. She sat on the sidelines and let him film inside the boat. So she had trouble walking around. How is she going to work out at the gym? She's not even trying to walk around to get her stamina up. So how's she going to work out?
My window. You have a bonder for the clips. What kind of clips did you send him of me? I was watching Jean Does Sharp Farts. You remember her? It is 4:15 p.m. here, so it's probably morning over there. Hi, Sandra. Thank you, Mashley. Hi, Newton. Good morning. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. My hair's like this long now, actually. It goes like this, like this. My eyelashes, thank you. Mashallah. Hi, S. Do you watch Eat with Kwe? She went to Nigeria for her husband. Her reminded me. No, I haven't watched her in a while, but I remember her. She's very pretty. I'm 5'1". Flavored tobacco is dangerous. Sing Madonna songs? Okay. What do you want me to sing?
I just want to put this out there. So I am 5'4". I'm about 130 pounds. I don't have a scale that works here at the house where I'm at. I can go get one though. But I'm 5'4". I'm taller than Foodie, just a few inches taller, and I weigh 130. Foodie is actually shorter than me. She's 5 feet tall. She's shorter, and she's somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 pounds. Foodie, just to put things in perspective, do you understand that because you are so super morbidly obese, that the weight that you're carrying in the front of your body, because that's where you're carrying a lot of your weight is in your tummies, in your stomachs. You're carrying the equivalent of one or two of me in front of you. That has to hurt. That has to hurt your back. Maybe that's why you don't want to move, because you're carrying the equivalent of a couple of adults in front of you. Just think about that a moment. I'm taller than you. I'm 100 in the 130-pound range. You're shorter than me. You're in the 500s. You're carrying the weight of, say, one or two grown adults in front of your body. You have to understand that puts a lot of strain and stress on your body that it does not need.
You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline.
Oh no,
Are you ready to
disrespect Madonna.
get off yourself after I sing that? Mistress of Darkness. Hello, happy Eid. Oh, and Juma Mubaraka. Do you cover your hair when you're alone? No, Zoe, not when I'm alone with Salah. Hi, PMAC. Ray of Light.
When is she ever alone with Salah? He's never there.
I don't know any of the words. I got a ray of light. Quit asking me to sing. Hi, Laganja Beezer. Hi, Beezers. Pete and I have the same hair. Why not true love? I have Nescafe throat. That's why. Why?
No, you don't. What you have is your voice is getting deeper because of all that tobacco. That's wrecking your vocal cords. And something to remember, Chantal. Remember that stream you did that's still out there where you were going ham on yourself. You were drunk. You were drinking that night and you nearly puked on stream. You puked off stream. You were puked all over your bedroom. Do you understand that by overdoing the shisha and the tobacco, you potentially make yourself physically ill on stream? Yeah, slow it down with the tobacco.
Am I red? Hi, Lee. 8th apartment piece. How are you guys? Dreamweaver.
Oh, no. No, ma'am. No, you did not. Do not disrespect my music from the 70s, ma'am. Don't sing Dreamweaver. That's a beautiful song. It has no business coming out of your mouth. I'm offended. As a child of the 70s, I am instantly offended.
If you can get me through the night.
No.
Hi, G. What do I wear when I'm home alone with Salah? You know, more comfortable clothing. It's very hot. I don't even know. I haven't been outside today. A medical checkup? No. Concrete bog.
No medical checkup because she knows what that doctor's going to say. He's going to tell her, you've got some problems here, ma'am. You need to fix them. That's why she won't go to the doctor. She don't want to hear it. She doesn't want to help herself. She doesn't want to get healthy. If she did, she would go to the doctor. She would listen to what they have to say. She would go to therapy. She would get her food problem dealt with. She is not interested in any advice or tips or help from anyone. Too busy profiting off of her own hurt and the hurt of others, including her cats.
No, it's not even. It's freezing in here. We have central air, so how is it hot? Yeah, Jason, it's nice to be with you guys. Kuwait is not my home. Why? Home is where the Salah is. Hi, little Dolly.
You know, I have to wonder if the reason why she's going ham with the food anymore, maybe part of that, yes, she is doing the mukbangs and the Foodie content for the Foodie people. I will not deny the truth of that. I think that is going on. But Foodie is an emotional eater. She eats her feelings. And she went all in for Salah. So there might be a big possibility that she knows she's got to leave Kuwait soon, possibly without him, and that might be stressing her out. She's a control freak, and if you are a male in Foodie's vicinity and she's locked onto you, the last thing she wants to do is be away from whatever male companion she has. So if she knows that time is running out, she's got to leave Kuwait, possibly without Salah, possibly to go back to Canada. That is stressing her out, knowing she has to leave him behind, and she won't know what he's doing and who he's spending his time with. She can't control him anymore, and it's making her spiral.
Yeah, Lizzie's open chat. When am I going to get Sam? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen now.
You never will.
I might can't maybe not bring him because thinking more about it, it would be probably really bad for him. And people are scaring me saying he could die. Like, I would never forgive myself. CC, yes. I don't know if I went to any medical appointments when I was in Canada. I don't even remember. What drama? What drama? Buttered crumpet. My grandma used to love crumpets with butter. Are you serious? Hey, Jenny. I don't know what these are, like faux men clashes from Amazon. Hey, Blonde Fox. Beezer. More to love, yeah. You need to find home within. Yeah. You're cyberbullying? Where? I don't see any. Anyway, I have a new mukbang coming out later. Burger King. And I just ate.
And you know what, Foodie, as far as the mukbangs, you're not even trying to be creative. How many Burger King mukbangs have we already seen that are already posted on your channel? How many mukbangs with McDonald's? How many? Like you keep doing the same content over and over, and you're expecting the audience to stay interested. Going to a fast food restaurant and picking up fast food, bringing it home, putting it down on a table, still in the fast food containers, there's no creativity involved with that. It's just you in the way of thinking of, I'm going to eat anyway, I might as well make money off of it, versus the mukbang channels. They put thought into what they do, into the presentation, into the food, making sure everything looks good on camera. That's why they're thriving still and you aren't.
Indian food, which it was really good, but I kind of regret it. My stomach is topsy-turvy.
And how is that shisha helping with that? If your tummy is not feeling well because of spicy food, tell me again how the tobacco smoke is helping with that, because I would think that would make you more nauseous. It's not going to make you feel better.
Local media. Tame the drain rat. We have that bolted shut now, so no more drain rat, but it was, I'm back on a better schedule, Newton, yeah. My ex enchanted roses and purple glitter said they're going to block me from World. What? That's too bad. The KFC mistress? Ooh. Actually, I might have to go. I might have to leave you guys. Hi, Teardrop. Hi, everyone. It's going too fast. Bouquet of emotions.
Oh, here we go. Here's an example of how Chantal likes to grift people. So this person, Mars Smith, in the chat said, you blocked my other account when I subscribed as a VIP, and I wasn't even rude to you. Something you VIPs should know and be aware of. See, Foodie is all about the double grift too. If you're a VIP, you've paid your $5, you're paying it. Sometimes to get more money out of you, she will block people just so they'll make another account and do another membership. So not only will you be paying the $5 for the original membership, you'll pay another $5 for a new membership. It's double dipping. So Mars Smith, if you were VIP and you got blocked by Foodie and you didn't do anything, that might be a case of she was just double dipping with you. Okay? You're subscribed to her. You should know by now she's a grifter and a scammer, and she finds all kinds of ways to do it. She puts all of her time and her energy into trying to get money out of people versus earning money the right way.
Mar, I blocked you on as a VIP. What was your name? I'll be right back. I had, hey Capone, does Pizza have the cats? No, he's not going to be able to take Sam.
No, we knew that. We knew he wasn't going to be able to take Sam. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. He is a guest in somebody else's house. He's got a room. So how would he be able to take care of Sam? I mean, he's in a room. Not possible. And we know his track history with taking care of animals. It's not a very good one. Why would he take in Sam if he doesn't have the room? It's not even his house.
And in retrospect, is probably not a good idea. Megan, hello. You should name the drain rat. There's no drain rat anymore. It's locked out. Hey, sweet vintage so. Oh, just want to bees? I blocked you? Oh, Johnny, ask your girlfriend. She would know. Whoa, that was mean. Sorry. Is that cool? Is that a good? Am I getting better at my comebacks? Hi, Kayla.
No, not really.
Moving the table in case I gotta go to the bathroom. Drunk Fupa. Oh my gosh. We missed the old Chantal. You know, you gotta grow up someday. I know when I bees alone, I'm more.
You know, I'm just going to say it. Even as a reactor to Foodie, I don't miss the old Foodie. There's a lot of aspects of her old self I do not miss. I don't miss her talking about DV and SA. I don't miss that at all. I'm glad that that's kind of died down. I don't want to hear about that crap. It's triggering people. It does trigger people. I don't miss that. And I certainly don't miss her being on stream in Canada where she was so greened out she could barely talk. If she went home to Canada, could she do more? Could she show more? Yes, she could. More so than in Kuwait. She wouldn't have as many restrictions there, but I don't miss the more toxic, triggering things she did.
I'm bad. But Sola can be silly too. The rat is locked out. Order strawberry hill cake. What is this? Hi, Lauren. Can you help me to lose weight? I need to help myself first. Who is Johnny's girlfriend? I don't know.
So somebody's asking, what is beezing and what does beezing mean? Beezing is a cute term that Foodie came up with a while ago to excuse her bad behavior. It essentially means misbehaving. So here we have a 39-year-old woman who wants to continue to misbehave. So she gave it a cutesy name so it doesn't seem so bad.
Mark, we got to ease him into the weird lifestyle, okay? Okay, let me just use the facilities. I'll be right back. I got to mute you because...
So she left.
With the foster, yeah, for now, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Abby. Hey, Beezer. Honestly, don't miss bacon. No, not really. Because you can get beef bacon here.
How much y'all want to bet if she went home to Canada? And I'm not being mean saying this. I'm saying this because she's got a problem with food. She has not addressed it. She's not dealt with it. She's not in recovery. How much y'all want to bet that if she did go home to Canada, the moment she got off the plane, walking through the airport terminal, as you do, to go to a taxi, surrounded by the Starbucks and the Burger Kings and the McDonald's and all those places there, she wouldn't even make it out of the airport. She'd be hitting a fast food joint and a Starbucks immediately, because that's what happened the last time. When she came home from Kuwait, the very day that she got home, she was nearly giddy to get access to the things that she wanted. She couldn't even wait a day. She was high that night. She was eating fast food that night. If it happened before and she's not in recovery, it will happen again.
Do they have the brownies? We don't. We have red velvet cake at the McDonald's here. Hi, Anastasia. Do I want to go home? No, honestly, guys, like I feel at home here. This is my home.
But it's not your home. You're not a permanent resident. You're a visitor. Therefore, it can't be your home.
I really don't want to go back home. I could go home, take a plane.
I'll tell you why she doesn't want to go back home. There are a few reasons. One, because if she went back to Canada, where would she go? There's no villa anymore. Where would she go? She's not the kind of person that other people would take in as a roommate and let her stay there. She's far too irritating, messy, sloppy, dirty. Nobody would take Chantal in as a roommate. She would have to find a place on her own. That's reason number one. Reason number two, because she knows. She is absolutely aware that if she goes home to Canada, she's going to lose complete control. While she's in Kuwait, while she's around Salah, there is a measure of control. But leave her alone and she will have no control whatsoever. Reason number three, because if she went home to Canada without Salah, she would go out of her mind with wondering, what's he doing? Who is he talking to? Who is spending her time around? She's a control freak. Control freaks hate not having control. If she's separated from him for thousands of miles, she can't control him. It's amazing to me. She's a control freak. She's not interested in controlling herself and getting her life together. She throws all of her focus into controlling other people because that's where she derives her strength.
Take Sam with me. With Qatar Airways, you're allowed to have him as checked baggage, but like he's a long hair cat and it would be hot and I would worry about him for like 12 hours. Diego, ignore the haters. Who? I have haters? Thank you for the super chat, Diego. Do I miss Putin? I had a dream about Putin last night.
Another indicator that the food problem is not dealt with, because I dealt with that. I was a bee eater. And you will literally dream about food. You will literally dream about eating food that you're not supposed to have because your mind is wrapped up with food. And if she's still doing it, that means the problem's still happening.
I don't know. I know I'm smoking and everything, but I want something from McDonald's. Yes. Okay. I want a McCrispy, McFlurry with apple pie. Checked baggage. Breeze it. Shave him before you go and give him anxiety meds. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But the person has him for now. She said I can have him whenever I want. All right. For now, I'm giving her money for him a little bit. For chicken stew. It will be a heck of a process, but I love him. I miss him. And plus, yeah, it's I don't know.
I don't think Chantal is giving anybody money to take care of Sam. Now, there's a rumor that the aunt and Aunt Phyllis has Sam. Don't know if that's true. Maybe the aunt is tired of taking care of Sam, but Chantal giving money to take care of her pets? Don't believe that.
There was no matting. It was just dander. Sweet vintage Zoe.
If it were just simple dander, they could have just given him a bath and groomed him, and that would have been that. But apparently it was so bad, he had to be shaved. That's a lot of neglect, Chantal. Another reason why you should never have pets of any kind. You're not interested in their care. You're interested in exploiting your pets for money.
Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Thanks for joining, Sweet Vintage Zoe. Ready, set, bees. Thank you. Drunk fupa sometimes, I'll be honest, yeah. But not really. I don't think about it much.
Oh, this might be an interesting tidbit. So, poorly pigmented says you can't import animals on a tourist visa. I don't know if that's true. I am not up on the policies over there, how they do things. But one thing I do know from experience, when I lived in Florida, because that's my home, and I had to move to California, I had to take a long flight from Florida to California. That was years and years and years ago. If you have a pet, like a small pet, like a cat or a dog, first of all, you have to find an airline that's okay with you traveling with a pet. Second thing, the pet has to stay in the carrier the entire time you're on the flight. You cannot bring them out, uh, and they have to fit the carrier beneath the seat. Now, I don't know if the policies have been changed since then because of the vid. I'm sure they're much more strict, but you're talking about bringing Sam to Kuwait. How are you going to do that? And if you plan on traveling, that's just going to be more headache you don't need. But I digress because we all know it's not going to happen. She's just needing a topic of conversation and using Sam as a topic of conversation because she can't talk about BBJ. Like, there's absolutely no way she's getting BBJ back. Absolutely no way. So let's just talk about Sam because nobody knows where Sam is at. Nobody knows who has him. So because of that, she can make him into a talking point when she wants to.
Putting animals in check baggage. Please do creepy pasta. I have one coming up. There's no rolling blackouts here. Hi, Wig.
That is a lie. Unlike you, Chantal, I did my research. I looked it up. Please do a Google search under rolling blackouts in Kuwait. They have one every year, every summer, because the system gets overloaded. It gets hot, it gets really hot, more electricity is being used. That can cause a rolling blackout. And I'm sure you want to get out of Kuwait by whatever means necessary before deep summer shows up and the temperatures outside reach an excess of over 100 degrees. If you're struggling in 90-degree heat, mama, let me tell you, 100, 120, 130, you cannot step outside. And even at night, it's not going to be that much cooler. The sun may not be out, but everything is still cooking. You ever heard of a sun soaker? I lived in an apartment building that was a sun soaker. And essentially what that is you got a building that absorbs all that heat during the day and it radiates it all night long. Lived in an apartment, no AC, and it would stay about 100 degrees well past midnight. And I'm smaller than you. So how are you going to deal when the temperatures reach that high and all night long that building is still cooking? It's radiating the heat inside. And if you have a rolling blackout, the only hope that you have is to go into the shower and keep the water on you just to stay cool enough to where you don't get heat stroke.
What is Strawberry Hill? Do veal graveyard. I love cheesecake. Hi, Babs. Yes. I have no cats right now. My life doesn't feel
God.
complete. No. I feel fine. Lolo, hi, Beezer. The French toast is almost done. Excuse me. My mukbang? Yeah, I take requests. My mukbang, I'm going to upload it later. You want to see Howie?
Oh, you take requests now? Is that an admission that you cater to the feeders? That you're talking to them offline and saying, hey, what do you want me to do? How much will you pay me to do a certain request? Is that what's up? I've been saying it for the longest. That's what you're doing. You're double dipping. You get your feeders that contact you on Instagram or email. That's why you're constantly giving out your email and your Instagram so they can talk to you away from YouTube. And if they pay you for videos or requests, you can double dip by taking the money for the custom videos or pictures, and at the same time come on YouTube and get paid from YouTube as well in the form of super chats, super stickers, membership signups. Yeah, you're all about making that money at the expense of your health, which you don't have much of. I'd be very, very careful selling off the rest of your health because you don't have much left.
Sleeping. I let him out today in the bedroom. He climbed up Salah's dish dasha. I heard a noise and I was like, "What are you doing, Howie?" Do story times with mukbangs. Hi, Kimberly, Roddy Mom. Love my eyelashes. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it is really hot here. You want to see it get ready? Someone sent Amberlynn an entire cake from Strawberry Hills. Oh, after she asked nobody to send her food?
Yeah, the nerve of Amber Lynn. She had the nerve to get on a video and complain about somebody sending her food. And then directly after that, she went and got a bunch of snack foods from Target. So tell me you don't care about your health without telling me you don't care about your health, Amber.
Send it my way, Amberlynn. Kuwait. Hi, huge. What is cat, Leo? What? Look at my hijab right now. Are you still going to talk about other people that smoke? Yeah, why not? What do you mean? I don't have any pets around here right now. She got so butthurt. I smoke like one shisha a day, maybe. Pizza and ice cream for dessert with dipping sauce. Yum. Okay. Sure, Megan.
Oh, wait a minute. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Look, y'all see it? Right here. Who's operating this account? The Just Another Halal Doll account at Foodie Beauty. Pizza and ice cream for dessert with dipping sauce. Is that you, Salah? You're asking her about food when she already has an obsession with food? Is that what this is? Is this what we're doing? This is Chantal's account, and you guys just switch off. Sometimes you'll post as Salah and Chantal. Sometimes you'll use this account. We see you.
Thank you. Okay, here's the thing. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I have a mukbang coming out after this.
And you know they got on that account just so they could say, see, the Halal Doll account came and was in the chat while she was live, so it can't possibly be Chantal. But here's my argument. We all know about her history with Natter, right? We all remember Natter showing us those messages where she would call and call and call and leave voicemails for Natter. And Natter, listen, I'm not taking up for the dude. I'm referencing him for context here. Chantal said herself she left over 200 voicemails for Natter. He showed a ton of messages. There is a pattern of behavior here. Like when she gets going, she really gets going. She goes overboard. So I do believe that the Halal Doll account is hers. 700 messages, that just sounds like Chantal would do and can do.
Oh, this is shisha. Stop what crap? Solo bees. Hey. I like my pieces. I like doing my member streams with Salah. It's fun. We're gonna do a music bees on Sunday.
No, you won't. And I'll tell you why. Because if you play music on stream, you're going to get copyright claimed. And you know that. So are you going to play music that is copyright free, royalty free? And if you do that, give credit to the people? I seriously doubt that. The moment you use a copyrighted song on your stream, the YouTube bots are going to pick it up, and whatever revenue you get from Google AdSense is going to go to them. And you're not about giving people money, you're about taking money.
The shisha hurt your throat. No, actually. I don't even, that's why it doesn't, like, I don't feel it. I don't cough or anything. Harry's my pet. No, Harry's a stupid rat. I'm kidding. Do Pizza Hut? Uh, actually, you know what? I haven't tried any of the pizza here, like, besides the, like, Middle Eastern pizza places. There's Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's. Hey,
Let's move it along.
Diet sodas and no sauces. Yeah.
I don't know how she's not getting sick smoking off that shisha so much. That would make me lightheaded and nauseous. I would have to stop. But everything that Chantal does is in excess. She goes overboard.
Oh. Bees, LBs.
And keep in mind, y'all, I'm just going to do a self-confession here. I do smoke cigarettes on occasion. I have my vape, and that's enough for me. So how in the world is she not getting lightheaded and nauseous over the shisha, which is 1,000 times more powerful?
Brisket pizza. Oh my god. Hallway kids are coming. Yesterday, hair mist. Smells very nice. You can put it in your beard or your hair. For Katie. Hi, Gabriel. I have my marriage certificate in the bedroom, but I'm thinking, why would I show that to people? I'm the only person who gets asked to see that. But anyway, it would be illegal for us to live together, and I ain't risking that. So,
Right. So you're not married. That's why you live alone. That's why he's not there. That's why he comes to visit, because you're not married.
thanks, Maria.
This comment, that boy Yeti says, you are so sick that it's not even funny anymore. Then trying to go back and use Pete's because he is doing good for himself. You just got to have it all, huh? What's the point of being famous if you can't enjoy it? I love that comment. There's a lot of truth in it. She is very, very sick, but she doesn't care. And she's reaching back into her past glory days, trying to bring elements of her past glory days into the present, thinking that that's a good tactic to make money. Let's talk about the cats. Let's bring in Pete's. Let's go back to mukbangs. You're reaching back into the past, Chantal, rather than creating a positive present. You really should leave Pete's alone. Let him figure things out. Let him do for himself. Let him experience some time away from you. Your life is a mess. Keep it to just you. Stop trying to draw people into your mess. And the last part of this comment, what is the point of being famous if you can't enjoy it? Well, she's not famous. She's infamous. There's a difference. Famous is when you are something or you do something that other people admire and look up to. Chantal's not that person. She's infamous. She's just the opposite. But what is the point of being on YouTube and making money if your life is miserable? Yeah, you're making money on YouTube, but look what you're doing with it, Chantal. The more money you make, the unhealthier you are becoming. The more sad this whole thing is. You're making a YouTube paycheck, but you're in a little tiny room. You go nowhere. You do nothing. If you try to move, you can't breathe. It's too hot outside. What is the point? You're just maintaining. That's all it is. You're just maintaining, doing whatever it is you do. But there's no happiness in it. There's no joy in it. I don't think there's any joy in your life anymore. You're just maintaining what little bit you got. When the sad thing is, you could have so much more If you got your stupid butt off the couch and said to yourself, no more of this, enough, it's time to change things. Everything's at a critical point. This is a toxic cycle. I have put myself essentially on a hamster wheel that makes no sense. I'm going around and around and going nowhere. It's time to fix it. Where is that wake up moment? Are you drowning it in food? Are you drowning it in shisha? You need to wake up. You're 500 plus pounds. Your health sucks. This isn't funny. It isn't funny. That's another reason why your views are on the decline. And so are Amber's. People are watching the two of you and they're seeing the decline in your health, and it's not funny, it's sad. You really need to watch your live streams back and realize that.
Good thing, or McGird, that came to my, not who said that. Count Cracula. Good thing I came to my senses eventually. It would shut everyone up. Hello. No, it wouldn't shut everyone up. It would just make more theories. People would take the certificate and they would say it's fake, because it is easy to fake things, right? So, Um, so yeah, I mean, but yes, we are. We are Hi Supreme. We are married. You know. Yeah, exactly, Candace.
You want to test that marriage you have, Chantal? Here's a good test. Go to Salah and say, I can't stream anymore. I've lost my channel. I got 3 strikes. I'm broke. Bet you anything he'll hit the road as soon as you tell him that.
There is none. There is one. I'm not going to show it, especially not without consulting my husband. I'm a businesswoman.
Okay, Emily says, I genuinely think Salah loves you. He wouldn't be on live with you. He seems to actually enjoy himself. He even looks happy. That's because he likes looking at himself. He looks at himself far more than he looks at Chantal. He loves the attention. Although Salah's not thinking far down the road, that whatever he does online from this point forward, because he linked himself to Chantal, her bad reputation is now his bad reputation. They're going to be forever linked together. So if he wants to do any kind of gaming content or whatever, people are going to see his name and find hers. And he ruined himself signing a deal with the devil known as Foodie Beauty.
Emily Slime. I genuinely think Salah loves you. He wouldn't be on live with you. Yeah, of course he does. He's very, very, very loving and very, very protective and very supportive. Yeah.
Protective of that paycheck.
Smoking shisha. Being married is not a flex. They would say it's photoshopped, and if you would have a 3-hour stream about it. Magnifying glass, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Kiwi. The most surprising thing in Kuwait. I mean, I read up about Kuwait before I came, so I'm surprised how nice and hospitable everyone is. He seems happy with you. It makes me happy. Thank you. Yeah, everyone deserves a love. Everyone.
And here's another comment from Salah saying, people that don't think Salah is loving and affectionate have obviously been chronically single for life. Who's behind that account? That doesn't sound like Salah talking. Who's behind that account? How many people have access to that account, Chantal? You got some helpers? I think you do.
One deserves, a good relationship. Mimi Pondu. Chronically single. Jeez. Megan, I love lemon mint. Less than 500. Yeah, 500, Courtney. Yeah.
Summer Flowers says mukbangs and open chat equals desperately needs money. I agree with that. But going back to something I said earlier, if you desperately need money, is it a good idea? Is it a good business tactic to tell people in your live chat, I'm not going to acknowledge you unless you send me a $5 or $10 super chat? You're putting yourself on a pedestal at the same time you're rattling a tin can and say, put something in it. Does that make sense? The old classic Foodie Beauty that we came to know a long time ago would never make a 99-cent tier. When people suggested it before, you turned it down. You told people you want that $5 membership. But if you made a 99-cent membership, that means you need money. If you're doing open chat, that means you need money. So why come on live stream and say, I'm not going to acknowledge you unless you give a sizable super chat? If somebody sends you $1, $2, $3, say thank you. No matter what the amount, be thankful. Put some gratitude in your attitude. Chantal. The reaction channels do it. When people send a super chat, no matter what the amount, no matter how low it might be, we say thank you. We acknowledge the person. We give our thanks. Try giving more and taking less.
Yeah, the others are just around to clean and cook. I'm kidding. Why can't you drive in Kuwait? I could legally with my license, but yo, have you seen outside driving? No, I won't. It's so crazy. Oh my gosh.
I don't think she could drive over there because she's not a resident. So how could she get a driver's license to legally drive in Kuwait?
No way. I say a prayer every time we go out driving. I'm kidding. Mukbangs and open chat is desperately needing money. Okay, why am I the only YouTuber who desperately needs money? Like,
Because you're constantly scamming people. That's why. The reaction channels, they do the open chat, but that's because that's how they do things. They don't want to exclude a quarter or half their audience by doing members only chat. They want to give everybody a chance to talk. But that's not your way. You're all about trying to force people to pay you money. You put everything behind a paywall immediately. So that's why we say that about you, because of the way you normally do things.
why everybody wants money, right? Why are you not cooking any of your regular food? Grilled cheese, spaghetti, meatloaf. Sansa, ground beef. I don't know. I tried like the ground beef here is not like the one I bought wasn't that great. Salah's giggles. You too, Kiwi. Have the best day. Enjoy. My queen, I sent a fleet of fruit flies. There's one here. Tell it to go away. Tell your army to stand down. Money. The directors are more desperate, making tons of videos over theories. Yeah.
Oh, and there now it is Salah. That is Salah typing. He says Chantal is obviously doing well financially. She's eating well and traveling internationally. First of all, Salah, she hasn't really traveled to anywhere besides Kuwait. She's not gone to Thailand with you yet, sir. And her money's been going down since she's been there. So if she's got the 99-cent tier and she's doing open chat, those are indicators she's not doing well financially. And you poking at people and saying, remember to like and super chat. Again, people don't need obvious provocation to spend their money. If they want to, they will. That just shows a level of desperation for you also, sir.
Well, and they want to make money too. Everyone wants to make money, right? You know. I'm surprised we're still in this arc, not gonna lie. It's not an arc. You know, this is my life now. So thanks, Chris. Thanks, Corvette Sally. I used to make bank on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember those days. I remember her being in Cuba. Y'all remember the infamous Cuba stream? And she was on YouTube on her live stream saying, I make so much money. I hate money. I make so much money. She kept saying that over and over. And you know what, Chantal? The universe heard you and said, oh, money's a problem. It's a burden to you. Let us help you with that. Let's take that burden off your hands and see how you cope. You're not coping very well.
Martina, inshallah. um, yeah. I'm not gonna return to Canada for money. I'm not gonna like do something with my life just to like make extra money.
Well, that's what you're doing now. You're grabbing at all different kinds of communities and you're doing back to doing mukbangs to make money. So what are you talking about? You're doing it now.
There's no way. Like, no, it's not an arc. Hi, Emma. Rip to the blue pot. When did I ever, Lila? What? Jack. Oui, je parle français.
Another nugget. Summer Flowers says your 90 days ends in 4 weeks. How long will you stay in Canada this time? I don't know if Chantal's going home to Canada or if she and Salah, or even just herself, going to Thailand. There's been talk about her going to Thailand. She could overstay in Kuwait, but if she did that, she would have to pay fines, I guess, per week or per month. So she might overstay in Kuwait rather than going home.
Français, pas très bien, mais je parle français. Your 90 days ends in 4 weeks. How will you stay? How long will you stay? I'm not going to Canada at the end of the month. Laura, do you miss Putin? A little bit, yeah. Emily, yeah. The gym. I know I have to. I'm still going to the gym. I have like a 4-month membership, so. City Juice, hello. Why is it boring? Yeah, I mean, I guess like I don't just take off in my car anymore and go drive and do whatever. I mean, what did I used to do? Just go to Pennington's and fast food. We could go shopping with Salah. I mean, I don't feel like I safe driving out by myself. Anonymous, hello. And I was single before. Now I'm married, so you know, I'm so happy that you are finally happy and at peace. You're a beautiful person inside and out. Just always keep your sense of humor. Thank you, Teardrop. Yeah, I still have my sense of humor, trust me. You're going to become a citizen of Kuwait. I am, yeah, well, resident, not citizen. When you lay down at night and think about all your mental level sick and have to deal with it every day, you can't stand it. I'd like to know how you know our what we do like in the bedroom. There's no way for anyone to know that.
There's nothing going on in the bedroom. I can tell you that right now. And I'm not being rude saying that. I'm basing that on the body language of both Chantal and Salah. And I understand that over in Kuwait, public displays of affection are frowned upon, but still, even with simple things like a hug, he touches her like he doesn't want to touch her. And the way he looks at her and the way he is around her, again, not indicative of a person who's in love with another person.
But that's something I'll never talk about again. Yeah, being married doesn't mean you can't be independent. That's true. But whenever you're in a foreign country, it's, I'm not just going to go out and take off in his car. and just go do something, you know? Hi, Kelly. Chantil. Is it weird how many people don't want you to change your life? Yeah, Naomi. Like, I guess, yeah, because, like, I guess I just, like, thought, more people would be happy for me, but you learn that that's not always the case. I'm still on TikTok, yes. Hidden camera. What? Hello in the streets. The bedazzled jacket. You're doing things by yourself. It's still like, I don't know. I feel more comfortable going out with Salah. You know, the way you are going, you aren't going to live that long. I probably have a good 20 years left. I'm just kidding. Um,
I'm not trying to be rude to you, Chantal, and I'm not trying to put any morbid thoughts out there. But, ma'am, if you don't get a handle on your health, you won't have 20 years left. I don't know what's going on with your face, with one side of your face being more swollen than the other. There have been theories abound about that. Some people have said that it might be an abscess, although I disagree, because if it were an abscess that swollen, you wouldn't be able to talk, and you're talking just fine. Other people have said it might be an indicator of serious heart problems. If you don't screw your head on straight and take care of your health, I'm sorry, you won't have 20 years left.
Salah's jacket. Why don't I seem happy? I'm very happy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. If you were happy, why are you doing all that emotional eating? I've been there. Okay. I'm not trying to put my issues on the table, but if you know, you know. If you've been there, you've been there. One person who's been through something cannot lie to a person who was once there. If you were happy, why are you eating your feelings? Why are you medicating with food? That is an indicator of unhappiness, severe unhappiness, on top of having the problem with food. If you're so doggone happy, why don't you look happy? Why aren't you healthier? You've got Salah, right? He's supposed to make you happy. You said that you feel closer to Allah being in Kuwait. So if all these different factors are around you that's supposed to make you happy, why is your health getting worse?
This is not a hat or a suit. It's my dress. It's how I dress. Hi Anna Clara. Too many shootings in the yeah. Thanks, hello. Oh my gosh. PNV. Hi. Hey Beezer. Miss you too. It's good Salah makes so much money. I never said that Salah was rich. I never did.
Yes, you did. Well, you kind of did. Before you came to Kuwait the first time, you were telling all of us about he's a successful businessman. He's making so much money that you could quit YouTube. You said that to the audience. You gave us the impression that he was very well off, very successful, and he was interested in you. And because of that, if you wanted to quit YouTube, you could. And then we found out that is not the case here. So now you're changing your tune. But that was not the tune that you were whistling when you first started talking about him.
But furthermore, I have my own debts to take care of. So why would Salah be responsible to pay for that? So yes, he does. Look, I'm getting skinty. My ring is coming off. Yes, he does obviously pay for a lot of things and contribute as a supportive partner should, like anybody normal. But like, I'm so surprised by that because I've always, you guys know my history. I've always been with like, actually no, but like I've been through like financial abusive situations. So
Oh, stop it. Stop it. This is the part where I get mad, y'all. This is the part where I get real mad. I don't like this narrative you're trying to put out to people, Chantal. I don't. I really, really don't. You want to know why? Because I've been watching your content for too long. I've been reacting to you for too long. So let's tell the real truth since you're sitting here lying to people. Pulling out the tiny violins and playing them for your audience. I'm going to smash those violins right now by telling the truth. You, madam, are a predator. You put yourself on a pedestal and you think just because you're on YouTube and you're making that YouTube money, you can just buy people. And the people that you choose to buy, you look for those who might not be as financially stable. You look for men that are hurting for money, and that's your way in. That's the hook. Let me come at a guy who maybe he's not doing so well. And I'll make my offer. Hey, hook up with me, be my companion, talk to me, be on my YouTube channel, and I'll make it worth your while. You come across as being Miss Helpful Harriet. I'll create a channel for you. I'll film the content. I'll do the thumbnails. I just want to help you. Here, let me pay for stuff. Let me buy you clothes. Let me buy you food. Yeah, you come across as Miss Helpful Harriet. When you're not helpful, you're just finding your way in. Remember what you said long ago? I just have to get into his house. Well, let's go beyond that. It's not just about getting into somebody's house. It's about working your way into their life where they can't get rid of you. You put your anchors down to where they can't get rid of you. And if they dare to try to get rid of you, you'll make them pay for it. You'll get online on your channel. You will trash them. You will say lies about them to where they get a bunch of hate from people. You will weaponize your own audience to go after other people because you're feeling wrathful and bitter that you're being rejected. And yet, you don't do anything to make yourself appealing. You will go out of your way to be as offensive and rude and gross as possible, which kind of surprises me, Chantal. I'm confused. Help me. You want love so badly. You want to be accepted and claimed so badly by a man, and yet you will go out of your way to be as unappealing as possible in every way possible. You won't clean yourself. You won't wash your clothes. You won't keep a clean environment. You won't be that older woman that's got her act together to where a man will be proud to say, yes, I am with her and I love her. You're expecting to find some perfect man that will accept you in all your grossness. They will be perfect at the same time that you'll be as offensive as possible. You're looking for that guy that will put up with you and accept you as you are. When you're not getting the message through that nobody's going to accept you. They will accept your money, but they won't accept you. They will just tolerate you. There is a difference between love and barely tolerating somebody. If you were a lovable person, if you were a valuable person, if you put the time into yourself, you wouldn't have to pay people, you big idiot. You pay people because they don't like you and because they need something, and you know that, and you take advantage of that. Predator, you prey on people. You found Natter. He was in need of money, so you set up a business deal. You drew him into it. You came across as Helpful Harriet. Let me make you a channel. Let me film for you. You did that with a purpose, so he would have to spend more time around you and deal with you more. You wanted that companionship, so you put everything in place to get as much as possible. And Natter's a scumbag and will always be a scumbag. Yeah, I'm saying it. Been saying it. But so are you. You're a scumbag predator. Yes, you are. You're not after those men that have their own deal going on, that have their own business, that have their own car, they are independent. You don't want that man, because a man like that, if you try to take advantage of them, they would say, hit the bricks. Remember BB? BB was a hard-working man, independent, had his own life. He put up with you as long as possible, but he had the choice to walk away, and he did. He got away. You lost a good man because you didn't want to take care of yourself. And so after BB, you went after a bunch of losers because that's all you could get. You didn't want to care for yourself. So you get what you get with that, Chantal. But stop this nonsense of, I was financially abused. Cut it out. You had your own place. You had your own car. You had your bank account. Nobody forced you to give up that money. Nobody forced you to take care of him and buy him an iPad and buy his groceries every week. You chose to do that. And you did that so you could spend more time around Natter. You got something out of the deal. The whole Natter arc was very profitable for you. Stop with this, I got nothing out of it nonsense. You made a lot of money. A lot. You did it by triggering people all over the place with the DB and SA talk, which in my opinion was not true. And I'll shout that on top of a hill, not true. But you trigger your audience talking like that, knowing it was going to trigger people, knowing they were going to feel some kind of way. You made money off of all that. But in no way were you financially abused. You gave up that money willingly, and if you didn't want to, nobody could force it out of you. He didn't have access to your bank account. Stop it with the lies. Cut it out.
But I have my own debts I have to worry about, and I'm responsible for those. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I like to make my own money. I don't want to be totally financially dependent on somebody. Hi, Tabby.
No, you want them dependent on you. You're not looking for a person that's independent. You want them completely dependent on you, looking towards you to take care of things, because as long as they're dependent on you, they won't leave. Isn't that true? You don't want the other person to have the choice to walk away from you and have their own life. No, you want to control that person's life. You are the equivalent of a human black widow spider. Any male that gets near you, you chew them up, you eat them up, you devour them from the inside out. You're not looking for a healthy relationship or healthy love. You're looking for love that you can control.
Like to see your hair. Well, sorry, you're not my family member and you're not my husband. He does take care of me, Mimi. He does. Used to being with bums. I would look pretty and colorful. I love black.
Sorry about going off, y'all, but I'm just tired of this one screaming about, I was abused, when she abuses people all the time in her personal life, on her live streams, abusing her own VIBs, abusing her own viewers, scamming her own viewers. Is pissing me off.
Lila, I don't know what would give him that impression, but that's 100% false. Salah really enjoyed the ships. He likes doing things with me. That's what I like about him. We go out, we have fun, and people joke, oh, it's outings, whatever. Yeah, well, so taking your son out. Yeah, well, yeah, I have a younger, hotter husband, so what?
And you pay for him. He's not there by personal choice. He's there for a paycheck.
I seem fine to you? You guys are just really no. A lot of my beezers love Salah. Hi, just me. How are you? Wear more color. When I lose more weight, I'll be able to wear more clothes. So that's for sure. It's no one's business how much money you have. Am I inhaling it properly? I I need the fruit fly minions to combat the Saudi goons that T and Saz are sending after me. Okay, we need those fruit flies. Oh no, she tried to hurt herself? I hope not. We found each other online. Jack is a sock account. You're an Aries, Joanne?
So now that Chantal's been outed as the halal doll account, she's making a point to have somebody in the room as the halal doll account. She's going to try to use that as a defense of, it's not me. See, I'm on live.
Typing with your toes. Oh, thanks for being here, Kimberly Roddy. Have a good day. 13 years, Gina's World. Mashallah. Yay, good for you guys. I mean, it's 2023. Most people meet online nowadays. Nobody goes to a bar to meet anybody. And anyway, is that really a good idea? Hi, Vargas. Was Salah persistent to be with you? So, I think he messaged me in my DMs on Tinder. And I said, hey, but then I didn't talk to him after that. So then I left my number on Tinder, and then he messaged me that way.
What a dumb thing to do. You don't know someone, you're passing out your phone number. Desperate.
I just because I was ignoring all my DMs on Tinder because I was fed up. And then I'm glad he did, but not like super persistent. But we were listening to our oh wait, gummy bear. This is lemon mint. Please no more zoos with dogs. Thanks, just me. So I was listening to we were replaying our first messages, and he was like, I was like, oh hi, like I can't remember what he said, and I was like, oh I never want to be married, I'm not a good housewife, and blah blah blah, and here I am. But honestly, I do.
The irony of Chantal talking about how her and Salah met. She did a video or a live stream long ago where she said she was aware that there are romance scams out there. And she said, I'm a woman of a much bigger size and I'm older. And there's romance scammers out there that are young men that they target women like me. So she was aware of that. And yet here we are. Like Salah barely talked to her. And then next thing you know, they've got a quote unquote relationship.
Do a lot of things to take care of myself more, but
no, you're not.
That's the thing. It's hard to, how can I communicate this? Like having a supportive partner makes all the difference because like we do things together, like everything together. We share duties, we share everything, expenses, and it's just like, it takes such a big stress off. I don't know.
I don't know if she's looking at Salah as a form of control because she lacks self-control. I think she tries to use him as a form of control and restriction. But you really shouldn't do that, Foodie. You should not look at a person and treat them like a crutch of, if you're not around, I'm going to lose control. So therefore, you have to be around all the time so I have control. It's always healthier to cultivate your own sense of self-control because then you'll always have it. You won't feel helpless or scared or frightened if they're not there. You can't use another person as a babysitter or a nurse or a doctor or any other thing. Salah is a young man. He wants to go out and do things. You can't stop him from living just because you've made the decision for yourself to stop living. You're content to sit in a room and eat and just talk to people on YouTube. He may have different ideas about what he likes to do for fun, what he wants to do. So just because you're content with one way of living doesn't mean that he will be content just sitting by your side and talking on YouTube. He's young. He wants to go out and do stuff. If you have stopped living in a sense, you can't look at another person and say, oh, you're attractive to me and I'm paying you, so just stop living with me and expect them to be happy. Don't look at another person as a form of controlling yourself or as a babysitter. Not good.
Miss Whack, what is that? um, I'm alone all the time. No, I just thought I would go live. Like, sometimes he goes out and runs errands or does something for business, but not for very long. And he always asks me if I want to go for some things, but usually during the day it's just too hot now, so not really.
Remember what I said, Chantal. If a man wants to do the dirty with somebody else, he will find a time, a place, an opportunity, and a person. And if he's leaving the house, leaving you alone, he's got time. He's going to make time. Even if he's got his phone, even if you are texting him constantly, he's going to find that moment. If he ain't doing it with you, he's doing it with somebody else. Trust and believe that.
I didn't get healthier.
Nope. You got unhealthier.
Well, yeah, that's true. Physically, not really. You know, I'm a shut-in. I like to be in though. Like I think I'll always be a shut-in. But we have done a lot of things like on our couples channel. We went out and we did.
I will say this about Foodie. She is very comfortable just being in a room alone. She has absolutely no desire to get out of that room and go do things, to go to a park, to go places. Whenever she has to go out with Salah, she always looks very uncomfortable. She hates it. She's going out and she's doing things with Salah just because it means content, it means making money. But aside from doing the content, posting the content and making money, she has no desire to leave that room, to leave any room. She wants to stay in that room because she feels safe there. And I think there's a level of embarrassment because she knows when she goes out in public, people can see what she really looks like. She can't hide behind filters. She's got that privilege when she's on YouTube. Like, we're watching her on YouTube. She can filter herself. She can use all the different filters. And we're seeing the version of her that she wants us to see. But out in the live, real life public, she can't do that. So she wants to configure things to where she can stay in her fantasy world and nobody will call her out for it. But if she goes out in real life and she does things, perfect strangers that she doesn't know, they're going to see her as she is. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want people seeing the real her.
A lot of things. Take vitamin D. Yeah, I do. We take vitamin D. I take biotin. I take collagen. So yeah, I take some vitamins. Learning how to cook Indian food with your neighbor. Oh, my neighbor.
And it's Julian the Butcher says, also, next time you do a noodle mukbang, use shiitake mushrooms noodles. It will give you the same volume, but much lower in carbs and calories. I've actually eaten those. The shiitake noodles, they're actually pretty good. The ones that I would eat off of eBay, they would come like a little bag, and you have to wash the noodles because, yes, they do. They don't smell very good. But they were delicious. You put sauce on them, they smell delicious. And yes, they're very healthy. But Chantal's not about anything healthy. She wants those carbs.
The lady who made us the food, shirataki noodles. Oh, those are slimy, aren't they?
Yep. But you can get rid of that,
slimy.
though.
My mental health was horrible, Reginald, before I started my pills.
And it's still horrible now.
The normal person works 9 to 5. Being separated from your partner for part of the day is not neat to Chantal. Yeah, Jack. It's true. Take us to the souk. Yes, there's many souks we're gonna go to. You missed the kitchen counter. I sort of missed the villa kitchen, yeah. But no,
Yeah, well, you're never getting that back. So if you come back to Canada, where are you going to stay? There's no relative that I could think of that adores you that would let you stay with them. They know better. Where are you going to stay, Chantal?
you know what? I'm used to this one. It's pretty. You know what? Like it's pretty big. You should see some of the flats here. Like we looked at other flats. The kitchens are so small. The hair fibers. I have some. Hope it is being distant. If life has changed a bit, people are used to me being extremely silly, so these eyelashes are not modest. No, they're not. It's impossible to be perfect.
I hate her using that word perfect because she uses it as an excuse. She offers that up as kind of a excuse of sorts. She says, nobody's perfect. Chantal, nobody is asking you to be perfect. Nobody anywhere has asked you to be a perfect person. There is no such thing. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all do screw ups. I've screwed up in my life. I can admit it. I've done stupid stuff, but then I learned. Nobody is asking for perfection. What everybody wants is for you to be smart, make smart decisions, and be healthy. Can you do that? You don't need perfection for that. But you're always falling back on that. Well, nobody's perfect, putting it in a excusing tone. Perfection is unobtainable. Nobody's asking you to not have flaws. But you should not use the whole perfect thing as a reason or an excuse to continue dumb behavior, bad behavior, toxic behavior. Don't reach for perfection. Reach for health and reach for happiness. You can do that if you want to.
Cooking and cleaning, mostly me, but mostly Taliban. Buster is cute. No, I'm kidding. I'm not trapped. I was on the couch in Canada just beezing. I'm doing that now. The key is parked. I'm gonna keep it for if I ever come back. No, I'm kidding. I have to sell it. I have to finish paying it. Will you revive the Beezer show? She's gone to being happy. Yeah, I'm happy now for sure. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Like I said, my family is slow now. You missed the villa? Oh, I don't miss it there. Be careful yawning. Oh, you became Muslim too? Nice, mashallah. Inhale. You can
I hate that shisha sound. I really hate it.
I have to use the facilities. I'll be right back.
Again. Ah,
The fridge.
Jesus. Oh, stop. Foodie, stop sucking on that thing. Cut it out. It's irritating. Quit it.
Where's it? You abandoned me.
Oh, she's. Guys, I'm sitting here like just trying to jump through it to get it past the shisha sounds, and yet everywhere I stop, she's sucking on that doggone thing. Cut it out, Foodie. Stop. Oh, my Lord. Stop it.
Coming back again.
No. I'm going to stop you before you do it again. Nope, we're not doing that. No, we're not.
Like housework, I don't know how you guys do it. How do functioning adults do it? All day long cleaning it.
Because it needs to get done. I get up every morning and I do dishes. I love doing laundry. Call me weird. I love doing laundry. I love it. I love clean smelling clothes and sheets and linens and pillowcases. I will happily do laundry. Everybody like they hate doing laundry. I love it. I love a clean house. I love the way that a clean house feels and smells. A clean house will make you feel good. Even if you're feeling crappy, like absolutely crappy. Getting out of bed, you feel crappy. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But you walk outside your bedroom and the house is clean, you automatically feel at peace. You automatically feel better. Having a messy environment, you got the messy energy to match. If you're feeling crappy and you wake up and the house is a mess, that by itself will make you feel bad. But if you're feeling bad and you got a clean house, there's a sense of peace that radiates within. Try it sometimes, Chantal.
Feels like. And freaking laundry never ends.
I love laundry. Love it. Give me more.
Need
I know I'm a weirdo, don't care.
some of those noodles you ate the other day. Yum. Noodles. Bills from the trop. Yeah. Yeah. The ones I don't want to pay. Where's the hamster? He's over there. I don't want to wake him up. He'll want out, and then I have to let him run around, and then I have to catch him.
Boom. So this might be a little tidbit. Lulu Lemony says, so you do have a tourist visa. You just said so. You always tell on yourself. Didn't I tell you guys? There's a few things you can count on with Foodie. That she lies and she tells on herself. She's a liar that tells on herself. So if you're on a tourist visa, that means you're not really married, are you? No, not at all. That's why Solid don't live there. He's not allowed to live with you.
It does take all day. I am home. I'm not abusing anyone financially.
Yeah, you are.
Nobody has any responsibility for any of my bills but myself. Everything's been sorted when we left. But, yeah, I mean, we weren't the most financially responsible, of course, and a lot of it probably was due to me. So, I have to learn.
Like there's a pattern with Chantal. Let's go over the pattern. She was with BB. BB worked. He made money. He was independent. He broke up with Chantal. Then she moved on and she moved in with Pete's. When she met up with Pete's, he had a job. He was making money. He had a bit of independence. Then they moved in together. And then, things happened. And he lost his job. And he became financially dependent on her to pay for everything. And then his mental and emotional health went on the decline. Then also enter Natter. She met up with Natter and she configured things to where he would depend on her money. Now here we are with Sala. Sala had a job. He was making a little bit of money, but the moment he hooked up with this one, he's depending on her. And if you look at pictures of all these different men, they all have the same checked out, dead look in the eyes because she sucked the life out of them. Depending on Chantal is never a good idea. Giving up your independence for her, not a good plan.
This family doesn't hate him. Why do people just make things up? Weirdos. Little Mermaid? I don't. Under the sea! Under the sea! Duh. Where have you?
Oh, wait, what's this? Wait a minute. Y'all jumped ahead. Cut that out. Where's that comment at? Dang it. Oh, I see Snarky Priest. Hi, Snarky. There was a comment here. It jumped ahead real quick. But there was a comment. I don't know if you guys caught it before it jumped like that. But someone in the chat was saying that Salah was blocking all the paying members. Oh, really? Bad business move, Salah, if you did that.
His 8th apartment. He dropped food off. No.
New flavor on cold.
Yay. You guys want to see the flavor and cold? Your boy. Your boy. Is open. Yes, there is. Fat. Yep, I sure am. Could I touch his ham, his tongue? He's so cute. Show us the open window. I just showed Howie. You troll.
Snarky, I see you trolling. I see you trolling.
This is troll chat. Hello,
Yeah, it is.
Peepin'. This is animal abuse. Oh, please. Harry is very happy and he likes smoking, okay?
No, he doesn't.
Get him one of those
Keep poking at her, Snarky.
balls. I hear they disorient. Magdalena, she smokes like chain smoked cigarettes, which are worse than shisha.
No, it isn't.
Hi, Lori. Can you please sing Frozen?
No. Why are y'all telling her to sing? I did not sign up for this torture to my eardrums today. Y'all cut it out.
Hi, Georgia. Okay. No, I can't.
This person says, do more public chats. They're so much better. Yeah, they are. They're more entertaining. I like it when it's not a hug box.
I'm going to laugh. Hello, BBW420. I'm so big. Where?
Everywhere.
Disorienting a pet. Oh,
And I'm not being a fat shamer saying that. I'm not being hateful. That's just truth. She has grown a lot since being in Kuwait. I've seen a lot of things that I'm like, that's not the way you looked when you were in Canada. You have grown a lot. And not in the way you should.
please. He's not next to me. He's down below in the corner. He's being punished. I gotta go soon. Can I have a free membership? No more singing. Okay, if you get a membership, you have to put up with my singing.
Well, that would be a reason not to get a membership. I wouldn't pay a membership not to put up with your singing, but that's just me.
Don't ruin Frozen. I hate you don't cook anymore. Oh my gosh, Tiffany. Your feels not smoking.
You know, I know everybody in the open chat, they're trying to get her mad. They want to see her rage. I've been known for a minute. She's not going to get mad in this stream. She's sitting there smoking the shisha, and she's using that as a way to keep herself calm. She knows that people are looking for her to rage, and that's exactly why she's not doing it.
Yeah, it's hard to put. I have to put more, but, you know. Do you think you'll live another 20 years? If God wants me to live another 20 years, I won't make it past 40. I'm almost 40. Candace, you're not a troll. You miss my stories? Yeah, none of your biz. Whatever. My custom kitchen. Thank you. What do I put? Salah already got me food today. I thought you were a priest.
Why is everybody posting ones in the chat? I must have missed something.
You will live into your 80s happy and healthy, inshallah. Thank you, Fatima. That is very nice of you.
Oh, that shisha sound. I can't
think it's
stand
wise
it.
to show-
Listen, I love ASMR. This is not ASMR to me. Cut it out, Chantal. Seriously.
Like, why do we owe that to anyone to show our marriage certificate? It wouldn't shut anyone up. People will just make more theories about it. You know? I cured diabetes. I don't know how. My blood sugars were just retested and they were like not diabetic.
But how can that be possible if you haven't gone to a doctor? How can you be tested for anything if you refuse to go to a doctor?
Excuse me. Oh, Fatima, really? I didn't see that. Yeah, no Islamophobia. Just keep it like no racism.
Ah, this comment, Cassandra Rose says the theories only existed in the first place because you were being extremely sus about it. See, Chantal doesn't like the reaction channels doing our theories and all of that, but there would be no theories if she told the truth. If she tells us stories and there's a bunch of suspicious holes in the stories, it's up to us to fill those holes by bringing in a little bit of things that make sense. So if she told the truth, if she weren't such a big old liar, there would be no theories. She could just come on camera and say, well, this is what's going on, and this is what's going on. And we go, okay, we'll react to what's going on. But we know she's a liar. And she'll tell us about a great many things, but when it comes to important things, she's very vague about it. And so what can we do? We just come up with theories. And sometimes we know that we are close to the mark, if not on the mark, based on her reaction. Because if we get a severe reaction out of Chantal, she really gets triggered by it. We know that we're very, very close to the truth, if not at the truth.
No, Bam, these are fake eyelashes.
Like the whole thing with the halal doll account, when she got busted all the way open with that, and it was revealed that she does have that account, and she would posted over 700 messages to herself. Like now here she is trying to prove that it's not her. Like the halal doll account is all in this chat. You know, they're putting on a show. Oh, it's not Chantal. Yeah, it is. It is her.
What was meeting his family like? They were very nice and respectful. You know? Sleep apnea will not go away until I lose a lot of weight.
I don't know about that. I know a couple of people that have sleep apnea, and even if Chantal lost a bunch of weight, she would probably still need her CPAP machine regardless. Because, like sleep apnea is very dangerous. You can literally stop breathing in your sleep, and the machine helps to get oxygen. So there's less likely of something severe happening. So would it be healthier for her to lose the weight? Would that help in that regard? Absolutely. But just because she lost the weight does not mean she could just immediately toss away the CPAP machine and never use it again.
All I do is smoke now. I smoke like on my live stream mostly. I save like my one shisha a day for like smoking. It just relaxes me.
Little interesting fact about the CPAP machines. Periodically, you have to take the CPAP machine back to a doctor to get it recalibrated. I don't think she's done that in a while. They got to check it, make sure it's working properly, make sure you're getting enough oxygen, things like that. So she hasn't done that in a while. So if you do have a CPAP machine, it may not be as beneficial to you, Chantal.
KT. You got your teeth cleaned? Sure yet. Hookah is the instrument. Oh. Whoa. That feels so nice. Where can I stick them? Wait. There we go. I can order my own food, but the thing is that I don't even really know how to explain. Like, the people, like, they always call for directions to our place because it's complicated. I guess I'll get off soon. Latifa is like a coffee place.
And another thing that kind of escaped my mind, because I am doing this react. Chantal, you said you were burnt out on YouTube, that you weren't going to do live streams anymore. Yet here we are, back to live streams. I guess the 8 to 10 minute videos you've been posting aren't really pulling the income in, are they? So again, back to your old tricks, sticking to what works.
Place
And juice.
and juice,
Much juice.
fresh boosh, and pancakes and crepes.
Yeah, some sweets.
Some sweets, sweets like you.
Oh. Aw.
I look like a potato old grandpa when I do this.
The smiley face, huh?
Yeah. Queen Latifah, yeah. Okay, guys.
You know what? We're done here. This react has gone on for a while. We're almost at 2.5 hours, so I'll cut it off here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. I sure would appreciate that. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Remember what I said in the beginning. It's beautiful weather out there. It's beautiful spring weather. And if you have it, make use of it. Go out, do stuff, enjoy yourself, get some sunshine, take the pets out, take the family out. Do some stuff while the weather is good. You'll feel better for doing it. So everybody have a great day and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.